All right, welcome everyone. Today we're firing up the engine for, honestly, just a fantastic cross-country train adventure. We're going to dive into how to play the classic board game Ticket to Ride.
So you gotta understand, this isn't just some friendly game. No. There's a whole story behind it. A story of some serious high-stakes adventure. So, picture this. It's a blustery autumn evening, right? And you've got 5 old friends. They're all inspired by that legendary journey of Phileas Fogg, and they decide to make a huge wager.
Yep, you heard that right. $1 million. And the bet was simple. Who could travel by rail to the most cities in North America in just 7 days? Winner takes all. And guess what? That's the race you're about to get into.
So how do you actually win this $1 million bet?
Well, it all comes down to one thing. You've got to score the most points. The whole train journey thing, that's the theme for sure. But the real goal, it's all about the points.
Okay, so there are really 3 main ways you're going to rack up those points. First, you'll be claiming railway routes that connect different cities. Second, you'll be trying to complete these secret destination tickets. And third, you're going to try to build the single longest continuous railway clear across the board.
All right, to win this race, you're going to need some gear, right? Your supplies. So let's take a look at the essential tools you'll be using for this big journey.
Okay, first up, we've got the map itself. And you can think of this as your canvas, or maybe more like your battlefield. It lays out all the cities you're trying to connect and all the different routes in between them. And you'll notice each route has its own specific color and length.
Next up, the train car cards. Think of these as your money, basically. They're the currency you'll use to build your routes. So, you want to claim a blue route? You're going to need blue cards. Pretty simple. But the most valuable card of all is this guy, the multicolored locomotive. It's a wild card, which means it can be any color you need it to be. Super powerful.
And finally, we have these destination tickets. Now, these are your secret missions. Each one challenges you to connect 2 usually pretty distant cities. If you pull it off, you get a huge point bonus. But, and this is a big but, you have to be warned. If you fail to connect them by the end of the game, you lose those points instead. High risk, high reward.
Okay, so we've got the pieces, but what do you actually do on your turn? You know, the beautiful thing about Ticket to Ride is just how simple it is. You only have to make one single choice. Every single turn, you have to do one, and only one, of these 3 things. Number 1, you can draw some train car cards, to build up your hand for later. Number 2, you can claim a route on the board, which gets you points, and importantly, can block your opponents. Or, number 3, you can draw more of those super risky destination tickets, hoping for a big score at the end of the game.
Now look, all 3 choices are important, but let's be real. The heart and soul of this game is claiming routes. This is the main event. It's how you get your trains on the board, it's how you connect those cities, and it's how you're going to earn the vast majority of your points.
So, here's how it works. It's super straightforward. See this 3-space blue route right here, from Montreal to New York? To claim that, all you have to do is play 3 blue train car cards from your hand. You just discard the cards, put your plastic trains down on the route, and boom, you score points right then and there. Simple as that.
Okay, but what about these gray routes you'll see on the board? Well, these are all about flexibility. To claim a gray route, you still need to play a set of cards matching its length, but here's the cool part, they can be of any single color. So for a 3-space gray route like this one, you could use 3 green cards, or 3 yellow, or 3 red, whatever set you happen to have in your hand. Super useful.
All right, so you've been playing for a while. The map is this beautiful, chaotic mess of colorful trains. How does it all end? How do we find out who actually won that $1 million wager? Let's talk about the end game and final scoring.
So the end of the game gets triggered when one player starts running really low on their little plastic trains. As soon as any player finishes their turn and only has 2, 1, or even 0 trains left in their supply, that's the signal. It means everyone, and I mean everyone, including the person who triggered it, gets one final turn. After that, it's pencils out, time to count up the score.
First things first, you add up all the points from the routes you claimed during the game. And you really got to pay attention to the scoring here because it's not linear. Look, a tiny 1-car route gets you 1 point, fine. But a massive 6-car route, that gets you a whopping 15 points. The takeaway? Going for those long routes really pays off.
And now, for the moment of truth. This is where everyone reveals those secret destination tickets they've been hiding all game.
If you manage to connect the two cities on your ticket, great, you add all those points to your score. But if you didn't make that connection, oh boy, you will have to subtract that value. This is that huge high-risk, high-reward gamble we talked about, and it can absolutely decide who wins and who loses.
But wait, we're not done yet. There is one more big chunk of points up for grabs. It's a special bonus for the player who built the single, longest, continuous path of their own trains. Now, to be clear, this isn't just who has the most trains on the board. It's about who created the longest unbroken chain from one point to another. And the player who pulls that off gets to claim this prize, the longest path bonus card. It's kind of like a badge of honor, you know? Proof that you were the most ambitious railway baron at the table. And that badge of honor isn't just for show. It comes with a very valuable prize, 10 extra bonus points. Let me tell you, in a close game, those 10 points can absolutely be the difference between victory and defeat.
And really, that's it. You've got all the rules, you totally get the stakes, and that big, beautiful map of North America is just laid out, waiting for you. So the only question left is this. With $1 million prize on the line, where are you going to build first?